Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your...
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready?
Mark 7. Check, 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 check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw on second down. Jones, his throw incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, Jones. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Oakland. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run on first down. Jefferson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, King. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Fielded at the 20. goes left side. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
Raiders 14, Broncos nothing.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. King. Buying time to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. 10 more there and another first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, watch it.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
36 yards on the play. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
50, plant. Topper. You don't want it.
Now a give left side to Falk. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jones now operating from the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Stay in situation. Let's go. Watch the
Now a handoff here to his running back. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I don't think you got it, son.
And a give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Come on, set. 30 base.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Raiders 14, Broncos 7.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Watch your slap, watch your slap. Watch your slap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted,
and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. King. He's got room to run past the 20. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Now, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now,
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And someone a little too eager to block this extra point. Henceforth the flag. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
9:55, 9:55. Hey, eat. Hey, keep it up.
Pilot, 64, weak. Comet. Clear.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3, alert flare. Watch out. Hey, check. Mike 50.
Looking to throw. King. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
King throwing again. Got a man. It's Brown.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hey, Mike's 50. Hey, check.
King now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Mike's 50. Let's go one more.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Steps away to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 10. And start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Jones on 3rd and 2. And Ingram hauls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And again this time to the tailback. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
50, plant. 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Set. 18 Gators.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Stay driven.
Running right, here's Falk. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
2nd and 4. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. King. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Black. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Time to end it. 50, right? 50. Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
On 1st down, Jefferson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Throwing Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
You got nothing today.
To throw is King. A final shot before break. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Shift! Watch the shift! Mike 50, Mike 50! I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Mike 50. Hey, come on.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's King operating from the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
Now King on 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Back to the air on 2nd down. King toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. King throwing the out route and complete. It's Black. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Jefferson. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 43-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Second and 5. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Back to throw. King. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Check back.
King throwing on 4th down. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense.
Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now withdraw play, it's Falk. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Get that ball. Get that
ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
I got you. I got you. Check it out, Reed.
On second down now, it's Hines. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. King. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can attempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Here we go. 10 logo.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go. 15, Ronnie. 59. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. 2.
Now Jones throwing on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. John Ross with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, Jefferson. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Nice 50, nice 50. Push him back. Push him back.
2nd and 2. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. King. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 43. Save.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. King now. From the gun, he'll throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
50, plant.
Right back to him on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson, he'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. Past the 20, 10, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Yeah. Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
On the double.
Mike 54. Drop deep.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. On 4th down, Jones, he'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end, we win. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary.